Hello everyone, it's Miss Redmond here. This is the second lesson in the organisation of body systems topic, and this one is all about what happens to the air when it goes into your lungs. So it's all about gas exchange. If you haven't got one already, pause the video now and go and get a pen and a piece of paper please, so that you can make notes and also do any tasks that I give you as we go along. There's a learning journey down here, so feel free to pause the video and write down the information. And you've got a little question: what is that diagram showing you? So maybe you're quite familiar with anatomy, and you can tell me what this body system is. And that's of course the respiratory or breathing system. So it's a bit of a confusing name to call that system the respiratory system, because respiration is actually different to breathing. So respiration is a chemical reaction which organisms use to release energy from food, and this is the equation for that reaction. So we've got oxygen and glucose going to form carbon dioxide and water. So that is a chemical reaction and it's called respiration. Breathing, on the other hand, is the process of moving air into and out of the lungs. So you can see that that is two separate processes. However, they are related because you're breathing so that your body can get oxygen to react with the glucose, and so that it can get rid of the carbon dioxide, to a certain extent some water, that's produced by respiration. So that's why people get these two processes confused. And also some resources that you watch and read will use the words respiration and breathing as if they're interchangeable, especially American things, which is a bit confusing. Alright, here's two pie charts showing you the percentage composition of inhaled air on the left and exhaled air on the right. So inhaled air is the air that we're breathing in, and exhaled air is the air that we're breathing out. So you can see that most of that air is actually nitrogen, 78%. So although it's the oxygen that we need, most of the air is nitrogen. And nothing happens to the nitrogen in the body, so we've got 98% going in and 98% coming out. Okay, so the body isn't doing anything to that nitrogen, it's just going in and coming straight back out again. The oxygen, on the other hand, in inhaled air is 20.96%. We usually just say it's 21% oxygen going in, so 21% oxygen in inhaled air, and in exhaled air there's 16% oxygen. So the reason for that is your body is using some of that oxygen in respiration and it's turning it into carbon dioxide. So that's why the percentage of carbon dioxide in inhaled air is 0.04 and in exhaled air it's 4%. So, but some of this oxygen is being combined with carbon in respiration and turning into carbon dioxide, which is then being exhaled. And then we've got other gases going from 1% to 2%. That's mainly because you've got some extra water that's being breathed out. And we should remember from the respiration equation that water is also produced by respiration. Alright, would be a good idea for you to copy down this table showing you the percentage composition of inhaled and exhaled air. And we've got a challenge. A student stated that we breathe out carbon dioxide. Is this statement correct? Use your data to help you answer the question. So pause the video and write down your ideas, and if you want to check those, email your teacher. Alright, we've got some questions then. So pause the video again and answer these questions, and the next slide is going to be the answers. So name a gas whose percentage composition in the air does not change during the breathing process. The answer is nitrogen. A gas whose percentage composition is higher in exhaled air is carbon dioxide. What is the difference between the percentage of oxygen in inhaled and exhaled air? 5%. Where in the breathing system do these changes in the composition of air happen? That's the lungs. And what's happened to the oxygen that's been removed from inhaled air? It is combined with carbon during respiration and formed carbon dioxide. And this is a diagram of the respiratory system or the breathing system. We'll come back to this again in the next lesson. But if you want to, you can pause the video and copy this diagram down. It's up to you. Here's your summary then. Respiration is a chemical reaction used by organisms to release energy from food, and the equation is oxygen plus glucose goes to form carbon dioxide plus water. The respiratory system, better named the gas exchange system, is made up of the mouth, nose, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, lungs, ribcage, and intercostal muscles. We'll come back to that next lesson. Gas exchange is the process of taking oxygen into the body cells and giving carbon dioxide out. The lungs are the main organ of the gas exchange system. They're made of elastic tissue and adapted to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide with the air. The ribcage is a structure made of bones which protects the lungs and allows inhalation and exhalation. Inhaling is breathing air in and exhaling is breathing air out. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you next time.